Don't want to be serious. But hey, Facebook. Hey, no, Facebook and YouTube. That's it. That's all I'm on. Because Instagram said I can't. Instagram said that I can't go live. Well, yeah, can't go live until 127 days. 127 days is a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like, really. But at the end of the day, like, if you a type of person like me, I'm a, yeah, that's on. I am a hard worker. I am, I'm gonna tell you, I'm a warrior. Say it like that. Just say it like that because I couldn't get the words out right now. I'm a warrior. And I stand on 10 toes on understanding and believing what I believe in. And if you believe in something, always go with your gut of what you feel in the inside. Like God will put something on the inside of you. I'm telling you, and nothing crossed on. Well, something is crossed on me. I'm crossing. But raise my right hand to the Most High God and understand God will put you in a situation where He will put something in the inside of you, in your side of your soul, where you understand and you feel. I can't explain the feeling, but it'll feel a certain way. But you got to trust and believe that God works it in mysterious ways. So what my message is right now is God will open up doors and He will close doors, where He will shut doors on you. So the shut doors meaning my title is Everybody is Not Made for Your Table. And with that being said, so you got to understand who your surroundings is, who makes you feel a certain way when you're around them. If they make you feel very uncomfortable, that means they it's some kind of evil spirit demon inside of them that it don't sit right. So everybody is not meant to sit at your table. So me now I understand like what God can do and how He can do it. He can remove, He can take out, He can do any of those things. Like like your mama used to say years ago, baby, I brought you in this world, I will take you out. So if you understand that, that's how God works. If I bring you in this world, I can take you out. If your mother is deceased, is and your father deceased, then who is your father? Don't say that you don't have one, because you do. That's the Most High God. So I get up on here to say, like, what I manifest in my life. It's crazy, but what I manifest in my life is I can't tell you what it is, but you got to understand that whatever you speak over your life and who you know that is the right person or right people that's meant to be in your life, you will know them. It's that feeling that God put in the inside of you to understand and know that that's the feeling that you need. Those are the right people that need to be in your life, and who and when and can't sit at your table. Just because we've been friends or we've been family members all these years, that don't mean that you have to sit at the same table with me. Because when God put you through a storm, He give you your trials and tribulations, hand them in your hand, and He removes certain people out of your life. That means if He remove them, keep them removed, because He didn't ask you to put them back in your life. He removed them for a reason, to either protect you from all kinds of different things that people are coming up against you on, or your trials and tribulations, just to show you that, okay, who's for you and who's not for you. So everybody's not meant to sit at your table. But I know in the inside of me, and I'm speaking on something I've been manifesting. But but it is the truth. I can't sugarcoat nothing. I cannot. But I've been manifesting something, and it's a lot of things that I've been manifesting. And I know what my path in life is, what my path in life is for, where God is taking me, and where he lead me to. But in the inside of me, the manifesting that I'm manifesting is, it's a reason why God's sending me a place. It's a reason for everything that God does in your life. It's a reason. And people always think that just because God is working and he's stepping in your life, it always turn out to be a bad thing. But when God step in, God is amazing. He's amazing. So therefore, when people think that it's always about the bad thing, that when God step in, God will turn it around, and he will make it the best thing that ever happened to you in your life. He will. He'll do it for you. You got to trust and believe him. So I'm not getting on here to just say anything, but I'm getting on here to talk, and this is for me. This is for me because I have a feeling in the inside of me, like it's still there. It's still right there, and I know exactly that it's God right there, that that's telling me that yes, this is right. This is the right thing to do. Go down that path. Trust the process. Just go down that path. Just do exactly what I'm telling you to do. Because if I turn back and I give up on it, then it's not gonna be of God. Whatever I'm manifesting and doing in my life right now, if I know that God is with me, God is for me, and He been with me all these years, He's not gonna leave me nor forsake me. He would never let me down. He would never let me fall. If I know that in my heart, if he done brought me out of storms and trials and tribulations, and I know that every burdens that I been through, I give them to him and I leave them in his hands, because my mama always used to tell me, you got to put it in God's hand and leave it there. And I've been doing that for years, and I leave it there. And I trust the process. And God answer me, but He don't answer me at when I want Him to answer me. But He'll give you that feeling. He understands every moment of your life. He understands what your heart desires. He knows everything. He lives high and look low. So when I say that I'm manifesting something because I know that this is the right path for me. This the right path for me. I know exactly what, when, and how I want it to happen for me. And the only thing I do is I ask God to lead me in that direction. And when he led me in this direction, it's not me lusting. It's me knowing something in the inside of me that God put in the inside of me, that I'm making the right move. I'm making the right move to better and go forward in life. So if you want to do better and be the best version of yourself, then everybody cannot sit at your table. Everybody can't sit at your table, because if God removed the people from your table the first time, why bring them back to your table and God already removed them? You understand what I'm saying? And like, for real. And I know that we all say, oh, this family, or this my best friend, or this that. But if God removed them, keep them removed, because He's opened up a door of opportunities for you to have either a new family, new friends, new connections, good doors of opportunity that opens for you. Because who can be against you when God is for you? God said, do not touch my anointed one, and do my prophet no harm. That's what I know that God said. So therefore, the universe, and you know what? I haven't got up on here and I said thank y'all for everything that y'all have done for me. Y'all are in my prayers, and everything that I do, everything that I do, how I move, when I move, I keep you in my prayer. I keep you in my prayer, and I pray for you and make sure that your life is better than what it was yesterday. And move in a direction. We all got to move in a direction in the path that God wants us to move in. And I'm taking a step out on faith right now. That's what I'm doing. I'm stepping out on faith. Because when I leave here, I don't know where I'm going, how I'm going, what I'm doing, or whatever. But I know if God always been with me, He's gonna continue to be with me. So I'm just going because God lead me in that direction. And when He led me in that direction, and I did a little research, I had did a little research. And when I did my research, I was like, I I manifest something. And when I did my research, and I'm like, okay, so is this what God is trying to tell me? And is that the feeling that I have in the inside of me? Go with what it's a different feeling when you start understanding God. It's a different feeling. He puts something in the inside of you. It makes you feel so different. And sometimes, like, if I go to the store in Dallas, Texas, I'll be so uncomfortable. Usually I can stay in the store for a little bit, but I'm in and out. I'm in and out because a lot of people's souls don't sit right with my soul. So I'm in and I'm out. I don't stay in the store long. I go grab what I need and I go. Because a lot of people in this world got to turn back to God and stop being wicked. Because one thing we got to know that you can't run, you can't hide. So when it's my time to go out, when God called me home, can't nobody predict your time and whatever. Can't nobody predict that. Can't nobody say because you caught this or whatever, so you supposed to die. God wrote a book on you before you was even a seed. So therefore, don't even try to blame it on nothing of that sort. And that's the God's honest truth. So if somebody walked around here and gave somebody something or however it was, you can't blame it on that because God is ready to call you home. When God stepped in and He ready to call you home, people are always trying to blame somebody for something. You can't blame nobody because God calling you home. Don't nobody know when and how we going out. Don't nobody know our checkout time. So people always want to point the blame on somebody else because God is calling you home. Maybe you should have got your life in the right order and you wouldn't be scared to leave this world. Because that's what the song says. Sinners be running. And why you be scared to go to glory is because you haven't done everything that you need to do on this earthly land. Or you done made a big old mistake in your life and it's not pleasing to God's eyes. And so if it's not pleasing to God's eyes, that's why people be scared to go. Or they think it's too soon. You can't tell God what He can do in your life. Can't nobody control that issue but the most high God. So I don't need so this is my thing. I don't need nobody. Like if it's my time to go, I'm gonna sit on that bed or whatever, however I'm going out, and I'm gonna understand that's life. We're not put on this earth to live forever. We're not. So when you got all these worrying about because somebody else going because we're gonna miss our family members, we're gonna do this, but you can't control what God has in store for that person. I wouldn't care if it was your mama, your daddy, your sister, your auntie, your uncle. You can't control what God has in store for that person because God already wrote a book on that person. So I don't need nobody going to go find nobody, beat somebody up, or try to kill somebody, do all that because it's my time to go. If it's my time to go, it's my time to go. Let me get off this earthly land because God is the one that's in control of the whole entire world. So when he called you home, what you scared for? What you scared for? What are you scared for? Because that is exactly why people be scared to go. Because they don't know where they're going, how they're going. But if you live better, you live right, live righteous in your life. And God will seek you in the right direction. But if you're doing wrong in your life, do you know what God will do? He will leave you on this earth, even though that he's sending you to glory wherever he's sending you to. Don't you know that what he will do for you? He will make you suffer for a little bit. And then he'll call you home. He wants you to get it together and understand that he is in control. Not nobody on this earthly land is in control. He's in control. He will make you suffer. Understand that. That's why I say people live righteous. Get your life in order. I know where mine's going. I'm getting myself in order because I know what I want to live. I want to live the eternal life. I didn't ask to. I don't want to go to hell. I don't want to go to hell with no dirty gasoline draws on. No, that's not the key answer for his life. It's not. So I hope each and every one of y'all, this inspires one person, two people, four people, because at the end of the day, just like how somebody said something about Lakia's name, if it got to this person and it got to this person and then it's the whole city, then hey, spread the word of God and understand how he controlled this world. So if when my mama went out, yeah, we sad, but you can control God's work. You can't control God's work. So people stop pointing the finger at what God is doing in your life. It's because God doing something in your life, you can't point no finger at anyone. You can only point the finger at yourself. Because God is control of all of this. The universe, you, me, whoever. So fix your mindset. We already know, oh, we're going to miss this person and we're going to, but at the end of the day, we all know we are living on borrowed time. And time and a lot of us all on this earthly land, we're not here to live forever. We are here to do, it's a purpose. It's a purpose on life. It's a purpose. You have a purpose on this earth. You have a purpose. You got to find out what your purpose is in life and seek it. Ask God. Put it in. Oh, my neck itching because I can't use clippers on my face, and that's just so irritating. But ask God, what is your purpose? Let him lead the way. I know what mine is. I know what mine is. I know I'm going in the right direction. I know if God telling me, that's just like in a relationship where people where we all have done it. Where we want to try to keep somebody around because we think we so in love and this and that. If it was so much love on each other end, then we wouldn't be. It wasn't love. It was lust. Because if it was love, we'd still be right here with one another. It wasn't love. It was lust. You can lust off somebody and think you love them, but you got to know what's real love and what's lusting love. I don't want no lusting love. I want true, real love where I know that I'm going to be with this person for the rest of my life. I don't have to go out the back door to try to find Jim, Paul, and John. The next person I be with gonna sit at the same table as I. And that's it. That's it. That's it. That's all. God know my heart. God know exactly what you want, how you want it, and when you want it. You just gotta manifest it in your life. And The things that you think, or the things that you think, because I'm a overthinker. I'm an overthinker, but it's sometimes it's best to be an overthinker, because my overthinking pays attention, watch every move, everything that you do, every tactic, everything. I understand life, and I know I'm book smart, street smart, he lick smart. Now, you know, like that's your past. My past, it my past what makes me a better version of myself. So that's what that's my thing to do for people in the world that really want to understand what life is about, what life's supposed to be. I'm a living testimony of what God can do for you. All you got to do is believe and trust in him, and know that the process may be long. The road might be tough, but anything that you go through and God is right there by you, you'll get through it. You'll get through it. So ain't no no ain't no me going back on my word or whatever. What I'm this right here, this me, it in the itty bitty committee. And look, in okay, so in the itty bitty committee, but I don't care. I am. I'm too fine. No, I was like for real. But my thing is this. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Straight up, you got to think more of yourself. You got to think more of yourself, and then always have to worry about somebody else. If you can't lift yourself and understand who you are, you're not gonna be able to lift somebody else up and understand who they are and where they're coming from in this world. So you got to work on self, because if you don't work on self, then self gonna be what? Tell me. You don't know. Life gonna be life. Life gonna be life. But at the end of the day, like my other post said, I'm sorry for this. Like them people be scratching they stuff down there. It's a prank that they have on a thing that they be scratching their stuff. She's like, oh girl, you scratching it. But anyways, you got to rebuild yourself. If you have been through so much in your life and you feel like life is not what it is, and you feel like giving up on life, hey, it's always a second, it's always it's a route that you can take to start understanding yourself. Just some you got to like I started, like people be like, oh, he's talking to himself, he wake up talking to himself. But that's what God is doing in my life, because I'm releasing everything that I have been through in my life. I'm releasing that out for I can become a better version of myself. So I can't hold the past inside. I got to release that. It's like a demon. That's I'm just gonna be real with you. It's like a demon. If you hold it in the inside of you, it's like a demon. You got to release that. When you release that, your life is gonna be much better, and then you can start controlling what you do for you. Learning how to love yourself more than you love anybody else. The only person you should love more than yourself is the Most High God. But He wants you to love Him and yourself equally. That's it. That's it. Cause can't nobody throw me off a track on nothing. On nut. Can't nobody throw me off track, because I know that life for me has something much better than anything in this world in store for me. It's something in store that God has a plan over my life, and it's in store for me. Like everybody has a time and a place in a day where it's your time, but my time starts now. And I love who I'm becoming. I love who I am. I love every bit of this little 125. I love every bit of it. Can't nobody tell me about me but the Most High God. If he ain't told me none of my dream, he ain't told me none of my sleep, I love him just like I love me. So can't nobody, you can try, but ain't nobody gonna be able to throw me off a track, because I know God has something in store for the kids that's so much greater. I don't have to touch myself. I'm waiting on my life partner. I ain't gonna even see her sugarcoat nothing. Ain't nothing. Can't nobody touch none of this goods. This is some good. Like not saying like that part, but this just being me. I am the best version of myself. And for me to be the best version of myself, I never thought I would be able to say that in the world. I thought I would never be able to say that. But I feel so great. I feel great. I do. I feel like a brand new Lakias, like I was born again for real. That's what I feel like. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm born again. I'm born again. So therefore, I know when my life partner comes, or when my life partner comes, so that means he's not gonna have to worry about if somebody have touched me or some, because I'm gonna tell you straight up, because if you would know your life partner, because if you feel that in the inside of you, if you land on the next on the side of somebody else, you can feel when your life partner then touch somebody else. God give you that feeling in the inside of you, and you know exactly when I'll be like, oh, I don't feel right. Somebody that touched you. So no, I this right here is for my life partner. I don't care if it take 5 more years. I'm not gonna touch myself. I'm not gonna give myself away, because I know exactly what I want. I know exactly what I want. I'm not gonna go into something in a in a dating game or relationship. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that because I have to do something new. I got to be the restored Lakias instead of being what somebody else want me to be. I'm not that. I'm more than a conqueror. And I sure do be talking a lot though, but it's okay. It's okay. But I just want people to understand that Lakias is the I'm a warrior. I fight through hard times. So what I'm going through right now is, it says it's a storm, but a storm to me is a hurricane, earthquakes and all that. This right here is when they say, "Oh, it's just sprinkling outside." That's what this is. When the kids start getting an understanding of how God working in His life, it's just a sprinkle. Oh, it's just sprinkling outside. It's not thundering or nothing. The wind's not blowing or nothing. That's it. But just know that Lakias love each and every one of y'all, or whoever. I love everybody in this world. I wasn't put on this earth to do what? Kill, steal, and destroy. That's not the kids. The kids were put here for a reason. The kids was put in your storm for a reason, not to kill, steal, and destroy. I was put here to inspire you, to understand you, to make you understand how God works and how He moves. He might not move when you want Him to, but He's always on time. So, with that being said, you guys, I love each and every one of you. And guess what? Don't let life be life in you. Life. If you understand that, life. So that means when you life, control your atmosphere. Everybody can't sit at your table just because you've been knowing that person for so long. Just because it's your mama, it's your daddy. God has a plan for everybody. So everybody cannot sit at your table, because Certain people will will destroy your table. Just because if you got a glass table, if it's a chip on that table and you cut your hand, and somebody did that on purpose just for you to cut your hand, that means that person is not for you. That person is not meant to sit at your table. So some people that's sitting at your table right now, you got to sit down to yourself and understand that, is God actually sending these people away for a reason? Is he closing that door of that family member? Is he closing that door of that friend? So you got to understand what's the difference. Use your discernment. If you do that, you'll be great in life. Hey, you guys, that's my time. But guess what? Just know that God loves you and